Brazil get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kick-off. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope.
And the shot! Big moment! Massive goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipate. Oh, what a mistake! Henderson gets it clear. Bergomi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Can he get on the end of this? He's got away. In towards the back stick. Alisson deals with that nice and simple. Henderson gets across to intercept that. Now it's Luis Suarez. That looks a good ball through. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Brilliant save from Alisson! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Punched away. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Sao Paulo already a man down in these early stages. That has left the boss thinking about what harm it has done to their chances. Knocks it into space. Oh, that's superb. Jordan Henderson. Rui Costa. Saviola. And it's Yaya Toure. And here's Ronaldinho. And this is Luis Suarez.
Saviola really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And it's Yaya Toure. And Yaya Toure! Oh, crossbar! Bergomi gets over and intercepts. And here's Saviola. Vinicius Junior. Saviola. And here's the chance to counter. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Ronaldinho. And here's Saviola. Rafinha. And they can counter here. That is ended up in no man's land. Yaya Toure. Yaya Toure. And here's Suarez. Ronaldinho! Oh, it's come off the upright. And here's Suarez. Oh, there's a probing ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
He's on it, can he get away? Oh, shooting chance! There is the genius of Luis Suarez! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Sao Paulo are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Now, that pass has been well intercepted. Rui Costa. That's a sharp pass. No, that's been intercepted. And it's Yaya Toure. Neymar. Time and again they are repelled. Danilo. Spread out to the left. Can he latch on to this? Danilo gets a cross in. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. And the counter is on. Played into space. Nicely worked. Alisson tries to clear. And that's been... Oh, he's been caught napping. He's beaten the last man. Oh, just decent chance! And yes, it's there! And he is away. The launch of a brand new hero. And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Brazil cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Nesta is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Jordan Henderson. Yaya Toure. And this is Luis Suarez. Casemiro. Rafinha is onto this. And it's Saviola. Casemiro. Danilo. Bergomi produces the perfect tackle there. Rui Costa. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And we get things going again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Casemiro gets his final warning.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
He's having a good look here. Ronaldinho! That was travelling.
We all love a triumph, Peter, but the wiser choice would have been ball into box.
And he's picked out the run. And they've got rid. Well, they've got it again. Neymar going face to face with his great rival. Chance for a shot! Nearly, but not quite.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Now it's Pelé.
Pelé really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, that's a fine interception. Sao Paulo have their second corner now. Pelé! Not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Vinicius Junior being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Nesta spots it and intercepts. Now it's Pelé. Bale. That's the keeper's ball.
This is the time you need that pace.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, that's a clever-looking ball. And he shoots! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Now it's Pelé. Shot at goal! Oh, good finish! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Sao Paulo now in a position far more desirable.
You could certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Brazil do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And this is Pelé. Rafinha. It's played through for him. And he's had a shot! And it's in! Back to within one! Interesting! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
Ronaldinho. Now it's Pelé.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Ronaldinho. And it's Henderson. Picked out brilliantly. That's an excellent interception.
Sao Paulo surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Can he finish? And that's a good finish. There seemed no way back, but they are level. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
substituição no time do Brasil.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Little pass back. Brazil have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Brazil clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Jordan Henderson. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Martinelli. There's the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
That has been cut short. Pele can so cleverly bypass the press. Now it's Martinelli. Now it's Martinelli. Pings, he leaps for it! Now, who's going to be first to this? And the shot! Oh, wow, that's crazy! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Brazil found the way, forcibly. Now they must hold out.
Well, these last few moments are going to be pretty frantic, I would think, as the opposition...
And a chance! Well taken goal. And look at his joy. Is this not why we love the game? They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here, he's up.
That's that, the end. Brazil have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Endrick, very much the hat-trick hero. What an extraordinary game he had. What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat.